Why, there you are. You're right on time. Because it's time to read a newspaper together. We will be reading the Oregon State Journal from Eugene City, Oregon, dated July 14th, 1883. The Santa Fe Celebration. The Tertio Millennial, or 333rd anniversary of the settlement of Santa Fe, New Mexico, by Europeans, began in that ancient town on the 2nd of July and will continue until the 3rd of August. The first day, the Zuni Indians had a 10-mile foot race. They had painted their bodies white in honor of the Americans who came from the east, white being the emblem of the East, or land of the day. At 4:30 p.m., the Apaches sprang to their places, robed in gaudy war colors, mounted their ponies, and after a race about the arena, divided and met on the opposite side, where a hotly contested sham battle was fought, mingled with the piercing yells of the victors and the shrieks of the vanquished. It was exciting in the extreme. There is considerable talk about the discovery recently of a rich gold, silver, and lead mine in Skamania County, Washington Territory, in the Cascade Mountains, about 40 miles from Vancouver. Farms for sale. 320 acres, 1½ miles west of Eugene. 200 acres in grain, all under fence. Moderate house and barn. With crop, $35 per acre. Without crop, $30 per acre. 320 acres, 7 miles southwest of Eugene, all under fence. Good house and barn. 100 acres in grain. Plenty of good water all the year round. Price, $13 per acre. Sherman and Hinman's Great European Circus in Eugene, Saturday afternoon and evening, July 21st, 1883. Reorganized, enlarged, new acts, new faces, everything new. Featuring great acrobats, Frank Morosco, America's knockabout clown. Chaz Morosco, hero of the slack wire. Frank Monroe, the human fly. George Thompson, equestrian clown. Admission $1, children 50 cents. The Spare Bed. A well-known bishop, eminent in his position and in personal dignity, during the exercise of his official duties, was once quartered upon the wealthiest resident of a certain village, whose wife chanced to be away from home. The bishop, with grim humor, frequently complains of being put in the spare room, which is opened especially for him, and the encouragement of rheumatism. He is withal a slim man, and on this occasion, when his host inquired how he had slept, and hoped he had passed an agreeable night, he answered with some vehemence, "No, I did not. I passed a very disagreeable night indeed." The bishop departed, and when the wife of his host returned, she naturally inquired who had been in the house in her absence. "Bishop P," exclaimed her husband. "Bishop P," she exclaimed the lady. "And where did you put him to sleep?" "In the spare bed, of course." "In the spare bed?" shrieked the horrified matron. "Why, I put all the silverware under the mattress before I went away." The Blue Laws. The famous Blue Laws of Connecticut, about which so much is heard, are as follows. They were enacted by the people of the Dominion of New Haven and became known as the Blue Laws because they were printed on blue paper. No one to cross a river on the Sabbath but authorized clergymen. No one shall travel, cook victuals, make bed, sweep houses, cut hair, or shave on the Sabbath day. No one shall kiss his or her children on the Sabbath or fasting days. No one shall eat mince pies, dance, play cards, or play any instrument of music except for the drum, trumpet, and Jew's harp. He kissed me, and I knew 'twas wrong, for he was neither kith nor kin. Need one do penance very long for such a tiny little sin? He pressed my hand. That was not right. Why will men have such wicked ways? It was not for a moment quite, but in it there were days and days. There's mischief in the moon, I know. I'm positive I saw her wink. When I requested him to go, I meant it too, I think. But after all, I'm not to blame. He took the kiss. I do not think men are born without a sense of shame. I wonder when he'll come again. Pulitzer, the new owner of the New York World, married the niece of Jefferson Davis. She is a remarkably handsome woman. In St. Louis, they were known as Beauty and Beast. He is very homely. At a recent dinner party in Paris, there was provided a novelty which may possibly become a feature of dinner parties in this electric age. Beside each plate was a telephone, which was connected with a distant salon, where a superb orchestra was playing. The guests were thus able, between the courses, to pass the time pleasantly in listening to good music instead of making obvious remarks about the weather. The latest novelty among society damsels in New York is complexion dogs. No girl will now appear in the street with a dog that does not match her complexion. This fashion is rather inconvenient because when the girl goes to the drugstore to buy a complexion, she has to take her dog along.